Hello, everybody. It's Eric Vierthaler of Vierthaler Studios here once again, here to do a memorial live stream for Shelly Duval. Shelly Duval, the actress from The Shining, Popeye with Robin Williams, tons of other movies, has passed away at the age of 75, I believe. What she died from, I'm not sure. But from what I've heard, after she did The Shining, I believe, she really struggled with mental health. And that's why you didn't see her in a lot of movies afterwards. Hey, 21 Tana, how's it going? But yeah, that's why, from my understanding, why you didn't hear a whole lot about Shelley Duvall was because she passed away. Sorry, she was struggling with mental health after she did The Shining. And that's why you have not seen her in a lot of movies after The Shining. I mean, that's a real shame that she had to go through all that. What caused those mental health issues? I don't know. But regardless, it's a shame that she had to go through that. And I hope she was able to get that situated. I don't know the full story. But now she has passed away. It's a real shame. It really is a shame. Oh, she died of diabetes? Oh, okay. Well, now I know it was from diabetes. That really sucks. That really sucks. I mean, I think she did a few movies here and there after The Shining, but yeah, I mean, her role in The Shining is definitely her most iconic role, and she was perfectly cast in Popeye, like perfectly cast. Like she looked spot on to her role in the cartoon. That was spot on, perfect casting. That was such perfect casting. Where if they do another Popeye, they probably will eventually do another live action Popeye. It's gonna be hard to find somebody who would be that perfect. Hey, yeah, Robin Williams was perfect as Popeye. I mean, need I say more? Yeah, nobody ever talks about that movie, the live action Popeye. But yeah, her role in The Shining definitely overshadows everything else that she has done. But yeah, it really sucks. I mean, would have been cool if she had a cameo in Doctor Sleep, since that was a sequel to The Shining. It's a shame that that movie. I mean, I'm surprised that that wasn't a bigger hit at the box office. I really, truly am. I mean, it had Ewan McGregor. But yeah, and now Jack Nicholson, the the two twin girls, the actor who played the kid in The Shining, they're the only ones left. I mean, we don't know how much more time Jack Nicholson has, since Jack Nicholson doesn't do movies anymore, since Jack Nicholson is retired, and Jack Nicholson's definitely getting up there in age. I mean, how much more time does Jack Nicholson have? I mean, I got lucky that I got that Jack Nicholson autograph. I mean, how many people can say that they have an autograph from Jack Nicholson? Not that many can. Especially that I won that autograph at karaoke. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of the words to say about Shelley Duvall. Uh, I'm curious. I'm going to look this up now. What other roles has she done? Because those are the only two things that I know her from. Okay, so Shelley Duvall did Nashville. Yeah, I don't know why Doctor Sleep didn't do very well, but I'm sure somebody either in the live chat or after this is done being live will comment saying why. Oh, and she did Frankenweenie, not the 2012 movie, but the short film from 1984. Okay, well that's cool. She did Rocket Man. I remember I loved that movie when I was a kid. Her final film role was The Forest Hills. That came out last year. It was her first movie in over 20 years. She was in Saturday Night Live. I'll be damned. And The Twilight Zone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she played Olive Oil in the Popeye movie. That was the character's name. But yeah, she was so perfectly cast in that. Like, who would you cast nowadays in that role? I can't think of anybody. I guess maybe an unknown actress. But yeah, I mean, can any of you think of anybody to play Olive Oil nowadays? I'm trying to think of anybody, and I can't think of a single person. I can't think of anybody. I mean, Shelley Duvall, especially at that time, she was so perfectly cast. And yeah, that was right after The Shining, so that was good marketing and great casting, of course. Like, I can't stress enough how good of casting that was. Yep, I mentioned that she was in Saturday Night Live. Oh yeah, yeah, she died just. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, she died just today. Yeah, dude. It's the circle of life. Oh, the actor who played Dale in The Walking Dead was also in Rocket Man. Oh, okay. Well, now I know. Well, I mean, Shelley Duvall was in Rocket Man according to her filmography, so that's on topic. Yeah, I don't know who in the world could play Olive Oil nowadays. I don't know who. I'm trying to think of somebody, but I just can't. Yeah, I can't think of anybody. All the actresses that are coming to my mind. I mean, for Olive Oil, you really have. I mean, sure, the actress could just either lose a lot of weight or just use CGI to make them look that thin and skinny. Yeah, if you use CGI, that's gonna amp up the movie's budget. So I guess depending on if you either find an actress who's already that skinny or find an actress who's willing to lose that much amount of weight. Maybe if Elizabeth Olsen lost enough weight, maybe she could do it. But of course, I think of Elizabeth Olsen since that, since I made myself clear that she's my I mean, she's definitely my celebrity crush. I've made that extremely transparent. I need a. So yeah, hey, sorry about that, people. But yeah, yep, Shelley Duvall definitely was in Rocket Man. I remember renting that movie from Movie Gallery back when I was a kid because my older brother was telling me about the movie. He was telling me how he thought it was hilarious. I haven't seen the movie ever since then. And that was a long time ago. Long, long, long time ago. I mean, to show my age, I remember I rented that movie on VHS from Movie Gallery. It's sad to think that Gen Z isn't even going to know what a VHS tape is. That's sad, dude. But yeah, and I remember seeing on all the VHS tape covers there saying, please rewind the tape because that was rude if you didn't rewind the tape. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, all these actors and actresses who we grew up watching, the older we get, the older they get. And eventually, they will all die. I mean, next month marks 10 years since Robin Williams died. Man, I miss him so much. I mean, I rewatched Bicentennial Man a while ago, and that is such an underrated movie. Man, and that movie, oh man, that's a very thought provoking movie. Sure, it has its flaws, but that movie really makes you think. Yeah, such an underrated movie. But yeah, I mean, Shelley Duvall was in Popeye, and that had Robin Williams in it. So, relevance to Shelley Duvall. But have any of you ever seen Bicentennial Man? I remember seeing that in theaters with my mom. I mean, it's a shame that it bombed at the box office. People often point to the marketing, how it was marketed as as another funny Robin Williams comedy when it wasn't that whatsoever. I mean, it had comedy moments in it, but it more so was a drama. But yeah, Tony Montana, it's on iTunes. But yeah, it's such an underrated movie, and it actually makes you tear up. It really makes you think about life. But yeah, not enough people talk about it, and it's a shame how it's never been released on Blu-ray or anything, even after Robin Williams died, because you would think that they would re-release it, because people were talking about Robin Williams a whole lot since Robin Williams died in 2014. But even then, they still did not re-release it on Blu-ray or anything. You can only find it on DVD on Amazon, or you can find it on iTunes. Yeah, that's such a shame. I mean, look, I get it business wise, there's just not enough demand for it. But I'm just saying that it's a shame that the movie had to be that way. As far as the business of it goes. But yeah, it didn't get a good review from Roger Ebert, and that's a shame. Yeah, basically, it's about a robot named Andrew, played by Robin Williams, and the family who owns him, they realize they don't have just any robot. a very unique robot, and the robot wants to become a human being. It's about mortality and immortality, love. Uh, Trying to explain what the movie's about without giving away spoilers, but yeah, very thought provoking. Yeah, dude, I miss Robin Williams so much. And Robin Williams' performance in Bicentennial Man, oh my gosh. It actually makes you tear up with his performance in Bicentennial Man. It's that good of a performance. And Will Smith, look, he did the best that he could with the material that he had to work with. He said, "Oh, I don't want to copy Robin Williams," but I felt like in the movie that he kind of was. I felt like that he was trying to be Robin Williams, and it's nothing against Will Smith, but he can never be Robin Williams. Yeah, I heard their original choices was either Gabrielle Iglesias. That would have been a cool choice to play the genie, or it was going to be Jim Carrey. And I think Jim Carrey would have been a better choice. Because yeah, Jim Carrey, he's funny, but in a different way from Robin Williams, and that would have helped to separate it from Robin Williams. And Jim Carrey can sing. But yeah, the Will Smith movie. Oh yeah, I probably should have clarified. I'm talking about the Aladdin, the remake of Aladdin from 2019. Yeah, I probably should have specified. Funny, now this live stream is becoming a talk about Robin Williams live stream, but hey, Shelley Duvall wasn't Popeye, and that had Robin Williams, so relevant enough. But yeah, Will Smith took over the role of Genie in the Aladdin remake. Interesting choice. But yeah, Gabrielle Iglesias or Jim Carrey, they would have been much, much, much better choices. No, nothing against Will Smith, but yeah, but yeah, the Aladdin remake, I'll give it this. It's better than the Lion King remake because it just felt more lively with the musical numbers and all that. The acting was better too. But the Aladdin remake still had its flaws. Like at some points, Aladdin himself was unsympathetic, and it made you think, okay, what does Jasmine even see in him? And Jafar was too monotone, and it was lame how they changed like the third act, where they didn't have like that time glass anymore. That took away the suspense. It was lame how they took away like the giant snake. Yeah, it kind of dragged at some points. But yeah, it was okay. Better than the Lion King remake. But yeah, the Aladdin remake, it was just okay. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. It was just okay. Dee doo dee 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 doo dee 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 dee. Simba the big Simba, Simba, come on! Yeah, I heard that they were gonna do a sequel to the Aladdin remake, but because of the Will Smith slap, they canceled it, and they were gonna replace Will Smith with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I mean, hey, I can see that. Dwayne Johnson as the genie, very, very marketable. And but yeah, Dwayne Johnson as the role, yeah, he definitely could have sold. But yeah, at this point, I don't think Aladdin 2 is ever gonna happen. I doubt it will at this point. I mean, the Aladdin remake was 5 years ago now. And that makes me feel old to even say that. Does not feel like it's been that long already. It seems to me the live action Disney remake craze, it feels like that's starting to die down now. Considering that the last remake they did, Little Mermaid, while yeah, it was a hit, but it did not make $1 billion at the box office. So because of that, I don't think. I mean, yeah, they have the Moana remake coming out. They have the Lilo and Stitch remake coming out. We'll see how those do at the box office. But I'm starting to think that if those aren't going to be hits, then they might slow down on the remakes, or they might just stop them all in all. But yeah, what do all of you think? Do you think the live action Disney remake craze is gonna end? I mean, considering the box office for Little Mermaid 2023. Oh, that's right, 20 Montana. But yeah, I don't know if you all heard me there, but yeah, I have a feeling the live action Disney remake craze is going to come to an end soon because of business. Little Mermaid 2023, yes, it was a hit. It broke even as far as I can tell, but it did not make $1 billion at the box office. Considering that a lot of their other remakes, like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Alice in Wonderland, all made $1 billion, while Little Mermaid didn't. Mulan didn't either, but I mean, to be fair, that came out right when the COVID first hit. So yeah, so because of that, that's really, really, really not fair to Mulan. Yeah. I mean, that's perfectly reasonable and understandable given the circumstances why Mulan underperformed at the box office. Um, I mean, true, they have the Moana remake coming out soon. Like, look, I get it, business. Want to cash in on the Moana name. Bringing back Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, he's a name. It's just, we're already remaking movies from the 2010s. Already? I mean, if it makes them money, then they don't care. But yeah, the Lilo and Stitch remake is coming out. I feel old knowing that even movies from the 2000s, the early 2000s, are getting remakes now. We now live in a time where movies from the 90s are even getting remakes. Surprised that we haven't gotten a Sandlot remake yet. So, yeah, Lilo and Stitch, Moana. Aren't they doing a Hercules remake too? I'm surprised I haven't heard anything about a Hunchback of Notre Dame remake. Yep, both people from Popeye, the live action one, have passed on. Yeah, we'll have to see how Lilo and Stitch does. We'll have to see how the Moana remake does. I mean, considering that Dwayne Johnson's last movie, Black Adam, underperformed at the box office, I mean, yeah, it could have been external issues that contributed to the movie bombing. I mean, from what I heard, Black Adam wasn't all that good of a movie. I mean, to be fair, there have been movies that haven't been that very good, but made a lot of money anyway. Like the Transformers movies with Michael Bay. Those didn't. Those weren't very good movies, but yeah, that really sucks, dude. Yeah, dude, that really sucks. That Shelley Duvall's first movie in over 20 years. That, yeah, that really sucks. Yeah, sorry about that. I tried fixing that. But yeah, 5 people watching. Only one person's commenting. Come on, people. Don't be shy. Say hi. Yeah, I think I remember hearing something about that on Facebook about Shelley Duvall's first movie in 20 years. But yeah. Hey, Ghost Rider, how's it going? But yeah, my condolences go out to her family too. But yeah, definitely the movie she will forever be remembered for is The Shining. I have that feeling that she probably did do horror movie conventions. She probably did. I would be surprised if she didn't. I mean, Jack Nicholson, I doubt that he ever did. I just feel like that he never was asked. I guess people were just too intimidated to ask Jack Nicholson to do a horror movie convention. I mean, heck, Jack Nicholson's retired now, so what else is he doing with his time? So I guess Jack Nicholson could do horror movie conventions now. It gives him something to do. since he's not acting anymore. But yeah, Jack Nicholson, he just breeds charisma. He's so charismatic, and I think that's why that he had the success that he has had. Even going back to Dwayne Johnson breeds charisma too. So I think that's why both of them were highly successful. I mean, it makes sense to me. I mean, could you imagine how much business a horror movie convention would do if they got Jack Nicholson? Lines would, oh my God, imagine the lines they would have. Imagine how much money that they would make off of that. I mean, that's not probably, that's more than likely what happened when Jamie Lee Curtis did a horror movie convention back in 2012. She did that for a charity group. And yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, she's known for doing that, for doing autograph signings and donating all that money to a charity group. And she will make sure everybody gets their autograph, even if it's until 3 in the morning. And that says a lot about her as a person. I mean, that says that she's a very, very nice person. But I think I announced this on my channel, but in case if I haven't, well, now I have. Zombies on Montana, the charity group that I was associated with my senior year of high school, it's coming back. And we're going to have our first event, the Zombie Walk, in the fall. And in April or May, we're going to have the Zombie Carnival again. So, if any of you want to come to the Zombie Carnival to Billings, Montana, you're definitely more than welcome to. We have a celebrity guest in mind. A few other ones too, but yeah, the one that is confirmed is Nikolai Leon, who is Christopher Robin, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, the original movie. So, Ghost Rider, you're a fan of the Winnie the Pooh horror movies, so yeah. So, if you want to meet Nikolai in person and get his autograph, this will be your chance. But yeah, I decided Nikolai because Nikolai was telling me that he wants to get back into the convention scene since he misses doing conventions. So I was like, hey, man, I can throw you a bone. I'm doing the Zombie Carnival for Zombies of Montana, and yeah, I'll see what they all say about it. Everyone got their eyes wide when I mentioned that I know Nikolai Leon, and yeah, nobody objected to it. But yeah, for Nikolai to save some money, he can stay at my place. Yeah, sign a bunch of autographs. Probably sign a lot of Winnie the Pooh merchandise, which is hilarious because he told me he was more of a Scooby-Doo fan growing up. But hey, it's like what I said in my advice to actors video, chapter 3 or part 3, whatever I called it. How, as an actor, take any opportunity that you can get to get your name out there. Like, for argument's sakes, I did The Tempest by William Shakespeare a year ago now. And if people ask me to sign a bunch of William Shakespeare merchandise, I would say yes. But yeah, it's next year in April. We're aiming either April or May. Yeah, we're trying to get a few other celebrity guests too. But yeah, Nikolai Leon, he's definitely going to be one of them. The other ones are not yet confirmed. I mean, I want to spill the beans and say who the other celebrity guests might be, but they're a maybe. Yeah, funny because how last time when I was a part of Zombies of Montana, I was the one that did not have the connections, while the president and everyone else from Zombies of Montana had those connections. But yeah, now this time, over 10 years later, the roles have reversed, where I'm the one that has all the connections and all that. But yeah, I don't want to have too many celebrity guests because of budget constraints. So more than likely, we're not going to get every single celebrity guest that I know of, that I have connections to. So probably for the event afterwards, we can get the other ones that I know. But yeah, all the connections that I have, majority of them have been on Sit Down by the Fire. Funny, while talking about, oh my gosh, I got way off topic. I'm not even talking about Shelley Duval anymore. I'm talking about my own life. But yeah, Ghost Rider. But yeah, just trying to be practical with the budget that we're gonna have for the zombie carnival. Yeah, I mean, I know Louis Santer, who played Tigger in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey too. So I definitely could get him for a future event. It's just that for this first zombie carnival, I just really, really want to give Nikolai an opportunity. I really want to throw him a bone because he said that he misses doing conventions. So yeah, so this is the perfect opportunity for him. I mean, it really truly is. I mean, not every connection I have has been on Sit Down by the Fire. So it's like some of you have a hint, but you also don't. Honestly, what prompted me to start Sit Down by the Fire, Rayco Browning, who played the Gill Man in Creature from the Black Lagoon and all the underwater scenes, he passed away early 2023. And then it was at that moment I realized, hey, all these people who I want to get a hold of, they're not going to be alive forever. I felt such regret knowing that Rico Browning died and I never got my chance to reach out to him. So that's why I reached out to Sarah Karloff Yeah, then afterwards, it all spiraled from there. I tried to get Bela Lugosi Jr., but I instead got the granddaughter instead. But I'm like, hey, a Lugosi is a Lugosi, so I wasn't gonna complain about that. And yeah, it all spiraled from there. Never once thought I ever would have a podcast, but here I am. Yep, and the rest is history. I mean, the podcast really has helped to network, since networking is so essential when it comes to the world of filmmaking. Oh yeah. All right, almost an hour in. I felt like I ran out of things to say about Shelley Duvall. Nothing personal against her. It's just I just feel like there's nothing left for me to say about her. Hey Derek, how's it going? But yeah, I'm feeling better. I've been drinking a lot of Gatorade with a lot of electrolytes, so that's been helping. Yeah, sorry I had to cancel karaoke on you, man. It's just my physical health comes first. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this now. You all have a fantastic day.